Hello guys, welcome back to episode 2 of my Idle Game Maker series. So I know I haven't been making that much videos lately because the last time I made a video was 1 year ago. I just refreshed myself by by having to reshoot the episode. This is my second reshoot, so if you're seeing this one right now, you're either a hacker or this video got published. So you might be thinking, hey, did I skip past episode 2? Because this stuff looks unfamiliar. And since was this installed? Well, I will inform you that, things have changed because I had to reshoot, and I'm just going to explain things to you. So, this category is called buttons, right? Buttons. So, buttons is right above resources, and buttons are the big things in the middle of your screen. Like this one right here, this fruit button. So, yeah, whenever you click it, you can choose what it does when you click it. So here, we want to, because this is a thing, and if you want to look at things, I'll link this page to you, and you can always just check it out if I didn't explain it that well. So things have a key, which is an asterisk or whatever this called, with star or whatever it's called, followed by whatever your identifier wants to be. So you can't have spaces, so if you do this, it's gonna give you an error. It can only be less than 20 characters, or else it'll throw another error at you. So now you can assign different identifiers to this key. So this key will have a name of fruit button. Fruit button. Now, this is the description, DESC. So, you can set the description to whatever doohickey you want, and then whenever you hover over it, it'll say, click to get fruit, or click to get whatever, or whatever you put here. Now, this is the part where it actually gives you the currency, or the coins, or whatever you want to get. So, on click. So, on click with a space in between on and click. And then a colon. And then right here we want to do yield, whatever amount you want to start with, and then whatever currency you want. And then you always do class big button with lowercase b for big and uppercase B for button. Or else your button will look derpy at the top of your screen and you won't like it. And then you do show clicks, and then you assign your icon, which I'll cover in the last part of this video. And this prevents the text from hovering above your image. So unless you want text above your images, then you're not really gonna be able. Yeah, just put no text, okay? Or else it makes all your players very unhappy when they see text everywhere. Now, before you play, because right now, if you just add this, it's gonna throw an error at you because you didn't assign an icon, and it doesn't know what fruit is or whatever your currency is. So now we're moving on to a new section called resources. Resources contain things with keys and identifiers just like buttons, but they're different. So resources are, let's say, you can press a button to chop a tree, but the log is the resource that comes from the tree. So in this case, we gotta define that resource just like this, with the star followed by the name without spaces, And then you can add your name that will appear to the players and the description. Because all your resources appear up here. A little identifier that tells you how many of it you have. I'm expanding my fruit empire as I'm. Yeah, anyways, so this is your description. This is your name right here. It shows the description as yummy when I put the description yummy in there. So now we have this done, and it'll still throw an error at you because we haven't gone into our last section yet. Now, time for the grandmas and the fingers and all that stuff. We have buildings. Now, what this section does is, well, I'll show you an example. So, this cookie right here is what you click. This is the building. These are buildings. So you get a clicker, and they'll say how many per second you have. And, whoa, this is actually pretty addicting, not gonna lie. Okay, just kidding. Because this cookie do be looking good. We have cursors, grandmas, tanks, and whatever this is. No, just kidding. This is hay, and this is cookie farm. This is cookie cave. This then cookie factories, and at the end you have cookie JavaScript console. Anyways, cookie JavaScript console is at the very end of the game, and it produces quadrillions of cookies per second. But that's not the point. The point is we can create our own buildings right here. This building can be called Fruit Granny or anything. You get it? It's a thing, and like, yeah, any dad joke alert. So this is our key, and then we have our name, which right here shows up here. And don't mind the icon, I messed up in part 1 or part 2, take 1. This is part 2, take 2. So this time I know the mistake I made, but I'm too lazy to fix it because that would require a whole bunch of. So anyways, we have our name, which shows up here, Fruit Grandma, and our description, a 99% nice ramen to farm fruit. As you can hover over here, it shows under Fruit Grandma, just like in Cookie Clicker. And then this is, instead of on click, which is when you click it, it gives you stuff. This is on tick. Now, one tick happens automatically every second. You can't stop it. It only stops when you close the tab the game is running on. So, on space tick, and then this will happen every second. Yield, amount, resource. So, if you want something to happen every 10 seconds, for example, you'll want to do 0.1. So every second you'll get 0.1, and then the second tick you'll get 0.2, fifth tick you'll get 0.5, and the ninth tick you'll get 0.9, and the 10th tick you'll finally have 1. So that means that'll take 10 seconds to get one fruit. Or you could do 0.5, so it takes 2 seconds, or math I can't solve, that will take about 5 seconds. And this will take 10 seconds. And then you can always just switch it to 1 for every second you get 1, or JavaScript console, I don't know. Anyways, you want, just come on. Why am I, okay, hold on. My voice box is broken again. Okay. On tick, yield 0.1 fruit. Now, over right here is the cost. Just like in Cookie Clicker. To get a grandma, it will cost 100 cookies. This costs 100 fruits. Okay, now that you have your buildings done, this is building gameplay. You buy your grandmas and extend your empire. Spam that cookie. So, building, button, resource, and all that stuff. So now that's done, we move on to the final section of this video, which is making your icons. Dun, 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 dun. So usually you do that at the end of making your game. This would usually be the final step, but this is episode 2, and I want some content for episode 3 because 2 episodes in a series isn't really that nice. So here, up here, if for our button, remember how we left this empty? Well, here we put in the image link. So now I'll tell you how to find the link for an image. So just remember that your image has to be X by Y, and X needs to be the same as Y. So if you search up like fruit, go to the images tab. Now you find all these images. Now don't do the ones at the top because that's just, ooh, what's this? That's just a bunch of shopping stuff. So if we go here in the corner, we hover over it, it'll say 900 by 452. That's not equal. Here it's 720 by 540. You need to find something that's same by same. So this is 680 by 680. Now all I gotta do is right click, do save or copy image address depending on your browser. You go click back into here, and then after the icon you paste the link. Now it should always end in .png or .jpg. If it doesn't, then delete all of the text until you reach .jpg or .png or .webp or whatever. Wait, did I just say webp? No. What? WEBP. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, that is how you get your icon in there. So currently your icon's this, and in this one I screwed up because this is not same by not same. This one is same by same. We save changes to this. We reload our tab. Now it shows up. Not perfectly. Because here. I think there is a maximum amount of, here, let's see. There's a maximum amount of pixels by pixels that you can have for your image. So here, let's see. Anyways, keep your images small and pixelated, because I made a big boo-boo. So if we hover over fruit, then see it shows here, but you can see it's kind of clipping through. This is the No Clipper Show, part 1. So right here, this fruit picture is 680 by 680. Cool. Well, I'm just going to say the maximum amount of pixels by pixels is, hold on, where's that image? Just try and stay under 500 or 400 just to be safe. Because this is, stay back from high HD images. Look out for this icon in the top left. That'll indicate how many pixels your image is Now, if you are a fancy coder and you don't want to upload images for each icon, then I'll show you how you can upload your own icons that maybe you took pictures of in real life or you made pixel art for, and then you want to upload it to your cookie clicker game or your idle game. So now you see we have spreadsheet images, blah 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 by blah blah blah. So this is basically how you can have all your images in one, like right here. So the syntax for this is sprite sheet, then the name of your sprite sheet, how many pixels by how many pixels for each image. So you have to do 40, hold on, I gotta, yes, so 48 by 48 is the one that Idle Game Maker loves. You can have any multiple of 48 by 48. That's probably why my other images didn't work. So it has to be multiples of 48. So that can be 12, 24, 48, 87, or 90, whatever. I can't do that math right now because we're focused on my computer. Anyways, you want to do 48 by 48. Now, because your image is 48 by 48 for each image, you want to decide how many images you're going to have. So if you want to have, let's say, I don't know, how many images would you want? I'm just going to start with 2 by 2. So you're going to have 2 pictures by 2 pictures. So head over to this website, pixelart.com/draw, and then do File, New. Now, you gotta find multiples of 48. So if you want 2 by 2, then 48 times 2 is 48 times 2 is 96. So we want to have 96 by 96 pixels. Now you can always multiply it by a lot just to make sure, because it won't matter, but now you click new drawing. So we have this. It looks pretty empty. Now you think you can just start making your image using pencil and just start drawing like your human, your grandma, your gears, your avocados from Mexico, whatever you want to draw. But no, that's not how it works. First you got to start off with the square tool. Hold down shift and click at the top left of the canvas. You hold down and you drag until it's 48 by 48. So this is 1, 2, or this is 1, 2, 3, 47, 48. Now, to make sure it's 48 by 48, you take the select tool and then you highlight over this. Now it says 48 by 48, cool. Now you do Control C, Control V, because you're too lazy to keep making of those squares, so you just paste them so that they're like this. Noise. So now that you have this beauty, you can start drawing your icons inside these squares. Make sure your icons do not overlap over the line. So let's say I want my beautiful grandma. This is my farmer grandma. She's 90%, 99% nice. Now it looks like she puked all over her dress. Anyways, let's draw her face. Alien grandma. Now you can always just draw whatever other things you want in here, so you can just make your cool boxes or whatever you like to draw in class while your least favorite subject is happening. Your cubes, your Minecraft cubes. Now those are really cool. And the other cubes, yeah, okay, let's not get distracted drawing cubes and 3D circle. Oh, whoa. Okay, time to add the feet to the 3D circle. And then we're gonna add the little back to the 3D circle. Yeah! Oh gosh! No, oh, no, thank you. That is way too Among Us for me. Now, file, export / download PNG. Hey boys, now it saves as pixel frame 0.png. Now you go to imageur.com or imgur.com. Why do I keep on seeing these adorable pets on Imageur? Huh. Anyways, new post. You want to click new post in the top left. You don't need to create any accounts, luckily. Go into your downloads and you drag it there. And I have an ad blocker with our sponsor, Opera G. Nah, just kidding. I'm too small. I'm a tiny bean YouTuber. I don't have sponsors, so no sponsoring Opera GX today. My dreams will never come true. Now all you gotta do is right click this in the middle of your picture. Right click any of these. You right click and then copy image address. Now you go back to your thing, your code, and then you set your URL. Paste it in there. Now I should say images, comma, space, 48 by 48, comma, space, and then your https i.imageur.com / blah 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 .png. Now do not do what I just did. Now whenever you want to take an icon from that style sheet, instead of doing icon blah 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 imageur / whatever .png, over down here you want to do icon : and then the name of your sprite sheet, which in this case is, for me, is images, so you put that here, case sensitive. Then you do open brackets and closing brackets with 0, 0. Now 0, 0 would be this square right here. So this would be, I'm just gonna use text. This is 0, 0. This should be 0, 1. This should be 1, 0. This should be 1, 1. This is 0, 0, 1, 1, and then so forth and so on. What's not and what's what, doohickeys and doohuckles. Now the top, the top left is 0, 0. So here you want to make that 0, 0, and then it should work. So save changes here. And refresh your adult game maker, hoping you didn't make any errors. Yay! Now your grandma appears. Now, of course, if you don't want that annoying black outline, you can go back to your pixel art. You can select the lines and delete them by hand, manually. So now you know that your images won't overlap each other. Delete the lines, and then it should all be good. Now there is no black lines next to your images. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, then congrats. You're one of the 0 people who actually make it to the end of my videos. That's not my mom or my sister or people I ask to watch my videos. Anyways, stranger, thanks for watching my video on this Idle Game Maker series. Now, be safe and drink water, because you probably had a headache from figuring out how this works for 1 hour. Anyways, drink water. Adios.